All right, hey guys, Jono and Travis here. What I want to cover today is boxing and boot camp. All right, now I'm a huge fan of boxing for boot camp. Trav, you like it too? Yeah, sweet. And to be honest, probably most people do. Most trainers I speak to, they like it, their clients like it. Comment below and let us know. If you're watching this now, if you like doing boxing with your clients or your clients like it, just hit like or comment below and I'm pretty sure we'll get a whole heap of people commenting on that. Now, I love it in a 12-week challenge system. I'll run through, I guess, why boxing works to start with, and then I'll run through why I like it in the 12-week challenge. The reason boxing works so well in boot camp is, A, it's a partner-based activity, all right? So say it's me and Travis working together, that's always going to be more fun than just training on your own. Secondly, it's just that little bit of a touch as well. So it's all well and good to do a partner exercise, that's good. But as soon as you sort of touch the other person or you're, touch them, it just brings you even closer. It's no different to like shaking someone's hand. You're going to feel closer to them. Giving someone a hug, you're going to feel closer to them than just talking to them. Same thing with boxing with that touch. Also, some of it's almost like choreographed. So if we're going to do like a 1-2 duck right upper, we pretty much have to choreograph it, so we're working together, and it's almost like a dance. If anyone's done dance classes, Travis is a big salsa fan, I believe.
Tango.
So
get it right.
No, honestly, I have been doing salsa recently, and I do like that connection with the partner. How you have to work with them, it just brings you closer to them. So that's why boxing works so well there. On top of that, just the energy, like just by punching, it's a sound. Yeah, you can. Yeah, even just throw straights. Yeah, just. All right, and stop there, yep. Even just that sound brings energy to the session. We've all done sessions where it's just dead silent. Maybe you've forgotten your music.
Exactly. I love strength stuff, but often it's not the best for boot camp because it's just quiet. You don't get that big energy from it, and boxing always brings really good energy.
Exactly, just that sound there just brings that sort of energy there, and it gets rid of a lot of the quietness or that sort of thing, and brings energy there. So for those, and the other reason as well, there's a learning element to it. Sometimes when you're doing high intensity stuff and it's a lot of running and jumping, it's very mindless and you're not thinking or learning. But boxing is a skill, and that's probably same as kettlebells with you, Trav. When you teach kettlebells, it's cool because they're learning a skill. Same thing with boxing. Now, I only do 12-week challenges. I think it's the best system for so many reasons, but specifically for boxing, because what you can do in a 12-week challenge is you can tailor your challenge so that week 1 is easy, then week 2 is a bit harder, week 3 is a bit harder, week 4 is a bit harder, etc., etc. So, I mean, I've got a whole system that
And when you say harder, not necessarily intensity, you're talking skill-wise, not intensity-wise. So your week 1 still high intensity, it's just a more low-skill activity.
Exactly. Sorry, yeah, good point. So with that, because that's the thing, say you're running a 12-week challenge and it's week 1, you're probably going to have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people that have just finished a 12-week challenge. They don't want to go and do a beginner's low-intensity workout, but they can do one where there's not a lot of skill involved, not a lot of combos, not a lot of ducking, not a lot of weaving, not a lot of hooks, but still get a good workout in there. Okay, and that's what I found when I was doing, because before I did 12-week challenges, I did boot camps where you would just join at any time, and I just found that I couldn't get a roll on with boxing. Because every week or every couple of weeks there'd be a new person in there, and I couldn't do anything too technical because that person wouldn't be able to keep up, and then they're going to quit and they're never going to box again. All right, so that's why I like it in the 12-week sort of challenge system. What I even put together was a full sort of system. So I knew that I was doing boxing once a week for 12 weeks. So I put together 12 combos that sort of built on each other. And each combo was a little bit more advanced, a little bit more advanced, a little bit more advanced, a little bit more advanced. Same thing with the drills. I always do 2 basically 10-minute boxing drills in the session. The simpler ones are to start with. And then as the weeks go on, they get a little bit more complicated, a little bit more complicated, a little bit more complicated. All right, and then we'd always finish with intervals. Just comment below and let me know if everyone's with me so far, and then I'll go through a drill that I will use in week 1. Okay, but I guess just to summarize that's another reason why I like the 12-week challenge. You can start your workouts simple in terms of boxing, and then you can teach someone a new punch or a new activity each week, and then you can add that into the drills so that by the end of it, like let's say for example, me and Trav will do a 1-2 hook right, duck right upper, just for example. So we'll go 1-2 hook right, duck upper. All right, and then maybe a right knee at the end of that. So
1-2 hook right, duck upper.
All right. And like Trav knows how to box, so he can do all that. But if you said to someone in week 1, do that, they're not going to be able to do it. But if you get someone from week 1 who doesn't know how to throw a punch, and by the end of it they can do that, it's a good feeling and you can advance your group. All right. But anyways, bit of content. I just want to share a really simple drill that you do in week 1, which is really effective. And it's the 10, 20, 34. So it's 10 straights, 20 uppers, 30 highs, 4 runs. You do it for a minute. It will look like this. We won't do all of them, but we'll just give you an indication. 10 straights.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then 20 uppers. Call that 20, and then 30 above the head. Call that 30, and then we'll do 4 shuttle runs. So Trav would run that way, I'd run this way. That's 1, 2, that's 3, that's 4, and then we'd go again. 10, 20, 34, 10, 20, 34. We'd keep repeating that for a minute. All right, my timer would go off, 20-second break. I'd sort of say, all right, how'd you go, guys? Travis, how many rounds did you get through?
3.
3. Okay, well, 3, that's too quick. I only wanted you to get through 2, so I'm going to have to make it a bit harder. We're going to add 5 burpees to the end of it. So now it's 10 straights, 20 uppers, 4 runs, 5 burpees. It looks like this. So 10, and then 20, and then 30, and then 4 runs. We'll just call that 4, and then 5 burpee and punch. Trav will do a burpee, and then punch. If I want, I can do a lunge there as Trav does his burpee. All right, we go for a minute, 20-second break. Trav, how many did you get through there?
2.
2. Oh, gonna make it harder still. Let's add 6 sit-ups in there. So it's gonna look like this: 10 straights, 20 uppers, 30 highs, 4 runs. Call that 4. 5 burpees. Call that 5. 6 sit-ups. All right, and you continue for a minute. And then you'd switch around, the other person will go. The reason I like that specific drill there in like week 1, there's very little to remember, especially at the start. 10 straights, 20 uppers, 30 highs, 4 runs.
Yeah.
It's just throwing a few easy punches and then some runs. You do that for a minute. All right, let's make it a bit harder. Let's add some burpees in there. If they can't burpee, there's options anyway, but you're still just adding the 1 exercise in there. And then same thing with the sit-ups, just adding 1 more in there. So it builds up very slow. The reason I've programmed them like that as well, it's good to have the run in there so the patter gets a bit of a workout too. You don't just want the patter kicking back for 5 minutes doing nothing. At least the boxer's doing some punches and they both run. Boxer's doing some punches and they both run. And the burpees and the sit-ups and that, you can do any exercise you want.
Yeah.
The reason I like those, it just gets people moving.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
up and down.
Up and downs,
Yeah,
you know, on your tummy, on your back, getting up, running that way, running that way. It's not just in that one position of just standing or, you know, in that one plane. You're sort of moving around as much as you can. That's sort of my take on the workout. Anything to add, Trev?
Yeah, I agree with Jono. Like, for me personally, the bit I love about boxing is the combos. I really love building on those combos and adding to those, adding to them, making them more complicated. But like Jono said, it's hard to do if you're in that sort of group fit situation where people are coming and you've got new people every week, and it's too hard. That's why the 12-week challenge does work super well.
Exactly. And so I should have put that point as well. It's not only for the beginners, it's for the advanced as well.
Yeah.
Like if you had a guy like Travis and every week they're coming in and saying, all right, Travis, your drill's 100 uppercuts.
Yeah.
Or your drill's straights for a minute. He's going to walk straight out,
Yeah.
you know? So you can't just do, if you just tailor for the beginners, the advanced aren't going to be there. But if you can build it up, it suits sort of everyone. Anyways, that's today's video. If you liked it, just hit like. I want to get in once a week, once every 2 weeks and do a specific boxing video. What I'll do, so I've got my system. My system is basically done for you for 12 weeks. I'll share a couple of those in here. If you just want that whole system, that's our boxing workouts anyway. You can get that on our website or you get it for free if you do our bootcamp course anyway. So I'll put the link below. Any questions, comment below.